This Kenya is the most unforgiving countries that you can ever. People are just obsessed with the negative energy.
They forget you so fast.
Very fast. You see the way me and you are doing a good job.
Yes.
Here. If we left next week, hata watujui wameanza kututukana. They'll just throw us under the bus.
Imagine Benjamin.
Who are the people in this country?
Imagine Benjamin Ayimba.
Why are people too bitter in this Kenya?
Haters.
Let us go and hate
Benjamin Ayimba. He brought us to bring us a trophy.
Who has ever? Okay, forget about even the trophy.
A whole leg.
That has never been my highlight about
Benjamin.
About Benja. My highlight about Benja is bringing rugby to life.
Oh yes, yes.
There is rugby, and then there was rugby with the Benja.
Absolutely.
You get?
Yes. Benja, welcome to Hot 96.
Thanks, guys.
Good to see you, man.
I'm cracking up before I start, man.
You see how much fun we have on the show?
Yeah, man.
Benjamin and I comes from very far back. You understand? When rugby was rugby. What I'm seeing now is not rugby.
What is it?
This just money hungry. How do I put it?
There's nothing wrong with the money, yeah?
That has never been, but not for the sake of the talent, my friend.
Come on.
And for the sake
you
of the game.
You don't think Collins Injera should be paid for what he's worth?
I'm not talking about Collins Injera. I'm talking about the management.
Oh.
Who don't see why we should have good rugby anymore.
Uliza Benja Basi.
All right, he's here to answer us. What is wrong?
That's your first question. What is wrong with management?
What is wrong with rugby? What is happening to rugby in this country?
Rugby has been hijacked by people who really don't care about the game. That's unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully we save it before it collapses completely.
Is it salvageable, Benja?
As always it is. I think the practitioners of the game have to be a little more serious. I don't know. I probably have to play a bigger role now.
Yes.
I've been sat in the periphery too long, so it's high time, I think, of getting in there and making a difference.
Yeah.
Because I have a dream for the younger guys. My boy has just turned into an adult now, and I want him to be able to enjoy what I enjoyed playing rugby. So.
And he also wants to be like daddy, doesn't he?
Oh, he wants to be better.
Serious?
Yeah, it will take him a lot of work, though.
Yes, indeed. So, Benja, what went wrong? Because at one point we were ranked number what, 5 or 6?
6.
Five
was the best.
Which was the highest position we've ever
had. 5 when Friday was here. That was the best. And then we went back to we were 6th before Friday was here.
Right.
We got to 5th and then collapsed to 13th, and then we came back to 7th, and now we're back to 12th. So it's very unfortunate, Jeff. Of course, Jalas, you know a lot about what's been going on. I think the players have really improved. They're super athletes, but the way they're managed, nobody thinks about them first. They're always thought about as the last people, and when people like me come in and put the players first, then I have a problem with the usual management. So,
and tell me something, for the listeners' sake.
Yes.
All the players actually have real jobs, don't they?
They do.
Do you call it semi-professional? What do you call it?
It should be semi-professional. But now the demands of the game are really, really high now. So most of them have had to make the decision whether to suspend their professions or their college time, so as they can play the game full time. Because with the rigorous training, you start very early in the morning at about 5:30. Finish at 8 o'clock, start again at midday to 2 o'clock, and have an evening session. So that's very demanding for the body.
Yeah.
And if there's no employer who's going to ask you to put in a lot of work after working so hard physically. So mentally, you're probably not going to give much. So we were moving towards that end, and then there was all these stories about there's no money and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, and that's why the performance is lackluster. if you give me a 6-month contract as a player, there's no point of me dedicating my life to Kenya Rugby. So the conditions for the players have got to improve for us to do well.
Okay, what would have been good? A year's contract?
No, 2 years contract.
2 years.
Yes, because these are young guys, young families. They've got to provide rent. They've got to provide food.
Yeah.
Some of them actually pay their fees through the monies they earn at rugby. So it's a lifestyle for them. But if you don't take them seriously, it just beats the purpose.
So let me ask you this: when they're up against New Zealand,
it's chaos, man.
or South Africa,
Do you know, mentally, to prepare these guys for a game like that,
Yeah.
it takes so much energy out of the coaches and the management that if they have to do it every single time, because these guys are not being remunerated well, this is the management that will collapse, the team management, basically.
Yeah.
So it's a very difficult job to be in for the management, the guys who run the team.
Yes.
The coach and the assistant and the manager and the strength and conditioning. So it's a job that has been lumped onto those that don't really need to take care of.
And none of us viewers ever see any of that on TV up until you start.
You see, we like my policy as a coach is never complain. If you sign up, never complain.
Yeah.
I'll do my best to be the best coach there is and to provide the best for you and fight for you and never complain. Once you're in my team, you don't complain. In my team, when I took over the team, we were not paid for 6 months. And nobody came and complained, but the guys put in the work because they knew when this guy says he will deliver.
Yeah.
And I went out, looked for a few friends who gave us little monies here and there to survive before the rugby union could get any money. Remember, KQ became broke then.
Yes.
And
they
wasn't
pulled
money.
out.
Yes. No, they didn't pull out actually. What happened is that the little they had, they gave us, and instead of the union treating them like people who they might need in the future, they started rubbishing them. And for me, I think that was very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Because KK is one of those sponsors you really want to keep on board.
I can't understand this. This is our national symbol right now. Other than athletics, our rugby sevens is like, this is our ambassadors. And you just cannot find sponsorship?
No, I think it's the way the sponsors are approached. For me, it's about are you believable? Are you selling something believable to the sponsors? Are you telling the sponsors, I'm going to do this and you deliver? Because sponsors want something tangible. I think sometimes we've undersold ourselves. Sportspesa is on board, but at 620 million over 5 years, that is really peanuts, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Because the rugby union, the sevens team alone spends, if well run, should spend about 130, 140 million a year.
A year?
Yes.
Well run?
Well run, yes. And it is possible, Jeff. We've got banks, we've got insurance companies, we've got all these betting companies, we've got the FMGGs, and all these guys are willing to put in the money, but is there somebody selling something tangible?
And because you're saying we're not selling ourselves well enough? No,
at all. The directors are there to thump their chests and say, "Oh, I'm director on this and that. I'm chairman this and that." It's nonsense, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even have a proper stadium.
That's very unfortunate. Yeah. It's and to be honest with you, I had an interaction with the president when we came back from when we came back from Singapore, and
what did he ask you?
He has no clue what's going on.
Are you serious?
He has no clue. And the reason why I lost my job is because he gave us money that went straight into the players' the accounts.
As well it should have.
As it should have.
Yes.
And the
management said,
they kicked me out. How dare you? Who are you?
You're kidding me. Yeah. This is the thanks you get.
Yes, and why is the president calling you directly instead of calling us? Yes. They didn't say it out loud.
Right.
But why would you sack a coach who's gotten you from 13th to 6th?
Can you imagine? And beating
everyone and getting a cup. So how else do you gauge a coach? How else do you what are the coach's KPIs?
Correct.
If it was a genuine case, if we came out 15th or relegated, then I'd be very happy to be kicked out.
Right.
But providing everything that I promised to deliver, in fact, point by point,
yes,
in the beginning of the season, and then they kicked me out. There was only one reason.
There's only one reason.
Yeah,
It's
they're
jealousy.
egotistical and it's nonsense.
Asante ya punda.
Ni mateke.
Honestly, man. Honestly.
The Hot Breakfast with Jeff and Jalango.